To assemble your Maslow 4 sled, you're going to need the sled itself, your 2 linear rods, your 2 linear rod clamps, and your 2 Z-axis motors. You're also going to notice that among the bolts we have some shorter ones here. So you can see there's the longer style and the shorter ones. There's only 2 lengths. So we're going to grab the shorter ones, and we're going to need 8 of those. And for every length of bolt, there's more than you need, which makes it a little bit easier to find them all, because you don't have to find every one, just 8 of them. So the first step we're going to do is we're going to attach our stepper motors. And we want to attach one here with the cable facing away from the center of the sled, and the other one here, again with the cable facing away from the center of the sled. So what we're going to do to install those, we're just going to flip them over. We're going to find the holes on the bottom here. We're going to drop one of our shorter screws in, and we're going to tighten that up. And similar to the other motors, I'm not tightening these all the way up. I'm just starting them off at first, and then I'll come back around and tighten all 4 up once they're all in place. That is our first motor installed. Now we're going to repeat that process for our other motor. We're going to take our motor, we're going to install it the correct way, wire facing out. And that is all there is to it. Our 2 stepper motors are now installed. Next, we're going to find our 2 linear rods and our 2 linear rod clamps. What we're going to do is we're going to place our linear rods here and here. And we want to make sure these are seated all the way down. And in order to make sure that they are fully seated, it can help to give them just a gentle, gentle tap with a hammer. We don't want to hit them too hard. These are plastic parts. They're very strong plastic parts, but they are made of plastic. Next, we're going to take our linear rod clamps, and we're just going to push these down on here, and those will lock our linear rods in place. With those in place, what we're going to do next is take just some of our regular screws and drop them through there. And now we're going to put a nut. Can you see that? Yeah. We're going to take one of our regular lock nuts, put it on there, tighten it up. And I'm just going to do these similar to the other ones. I'm going to do them slightly tight at first, and then I'm going to go around and tighten them all once they're all in place. But first, let's get them loosely put on all 8 of these holes. Okay, now that we have all of our screws loosely in place, I'm just going to go around and tighten them up a little bit more snugly, a bit at a time. We don't want to over tighten these. That's it. Our linear rods are now in place. The next thing we're going to do is install this dust cover. But before we install it, we get to do the satisfying peel. Ooh. Oh. So next we're going to take this dust cover and pop it on here. This can actually be a little bit tricky because it's quite a tight fit. So I think the key is just kind of find a spot where it goes in and then work it around until the whole thing is in. It's very tight. Might have to loosen up the tolerances on that a bit in the next version. There we go. So our dust cover's on. Now we're going to repeat the process of bolting it in. And there's an optional, you can 3D print a dust hose collector that adapts to different styles of dust hose here. If you're planning on doing that, you might want to leave these 2 bolts out because those will go in when you 3D print that part. If you're not going to add a 3D printed dust collection system, then you can put all 6 bolts in. And that's it. We have finished building the Maslow 4 sled. Good work.